What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
Come into the darkness.
I am Torgo.
My stepfather tried to rape me, and he's a werewolf.
Who the fuck are you?
Can we get it on?
Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of Trainwreck Cinema. I'm Heather of yourdiscretionadvised.net. Trainwreck Cinema is my video blog dedicated to films that are complete wrecks, but you just can't look away from them. Now, if you love Canada, zombies, and masochism, I've got just the movie for you. Today's episode is dedicated to the 2003 Canadian low-budget horror film Zombie Night.
You son of a bitch!
Directed by David J. Francis, Zombie Night is about a group of idiots trying to survive in a post-World War III nuclear zombie apocalypse. Now, this straight-to-video effort is a must-see for fans of shitfests like Birdemic, Shock and Terror. Both films straddle that line between unwatchable and unmissable. And not unlike Birdemic, this one is riddled with amateur filmmaking, bad acting, and those special awkward moments that you can only achieve when you're not trying to.
They're inside. Follow me. Leslie! Fuck!
So let's count all the ways that Zombie Night fails as a competent film. First of all, shots like this. I mean, what the fuck is this? I feel like I'm watching Metallica's Enter Sandman video. Secondly, sound effects. There are a lot of sounds in this movie that seem like they came right from one of those cheap stock sound effects CDs you might pick up at Spirit for $4. Next up, mind-boggling dialogue.
Are you finished? No! Yes! My wife!
The rest of you stay here and watch these bodies. Be careful, mind you. Don't mess with them too much.
And then finally, the unintentionally hilarious acting.
Don't go, Daddy.
Even the zombies can't fucking act. Now, one thing that Zombie Night does do decently is actually the gore effects. I mean, they're sloppy, but they are passable. And sometimes they're even kind of cool. Not unlike the aforementioned Birdemic, Zombie Night seems to be hinting at some kind of political message.
Pakistan and India have launched nuclear and chemical weapons of undisclosed strength at each other, throwing the Middle East into chaos. China is reportedly mounting an invasion against the former Soviet Union.
But it ends up being buried underneath the shit. Like, here's a sequence where we're supposed to be seeing the news anchors from around the world reporting on this global catastrophe, and the Asian one is in the same studio, with the same English captions, no less. On a side note, I really wanted to make fun of the opening, deep, meaningful quote at the beginning of this movie. When I first read that, I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with zombies or the end of the world? And who the fuck is Amber Francis? Oh, well, that's just hilariously vain then. Until I saw the end credits where I found out that Francis, in addition to being the director's wife and the writer, also died before the movie came out. So now I just feel like a giant asshole.
Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust.
So in conclusion, as I said, if you like films that are just completely shitty from beginning to end, then check this one out. I mean, it does slip over that line from just being a shitty film that nobody wants to see to being a pretty funny one. It's not intentional, but I definitely think that Birdemic is the best comparison. It has that similar kind of sincerity and ultimately just gigantic failure. So they're both similar in that sense.
Get the hell out of here. It's not safe.
Get him off me! Get him off me!
David J. Francis actually has made 2 films since Zombie Night, made a sequel to Zombie Night called Awakening, and then actually made a mockumentary about him making those 2 movies called Real Zombies, R-E-E-L, Zombies. So check those out if you like.
In 2003, they brought you Zombie Night. You weren't impressed.
Better all the time.
In 2007, they brought you Zombie Night 2. Still not impressed. From producer Mike Masters
I want to make another movie.
and director David J. Francis.
Not a zombie movie.
We're making another zombie movie with real zombies.
That's brilliant. That is the coolest idea. Everybody said we couldn't do it. I've got it. The last tape, man. The movie's done. It's Dave. Open up.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you've seen, please check out my other Trainwreck cinema video blogs, and please check out my site, viewerdiscretionadvised.net. Like my page on Facebook if you want to keep updated, or follow me on Twitter, VDA_net. And stay tuned for the next episode of Trainwreck Cinema. Here's a little preview.
Where is Erica? Where?